Be more present and your life will change. Honestly, that's what I discovered in the last couple of years, and that's what changed my life the most, I would say. So, I mean, you might wonder why presence? Why is it important? Why should I focus on that? If you think about it, what are we if we're not present? Like, if you can really imagine what the difference between you that are present and you that are not present, what's the difference? The version of you that is not present will, not even listen, not even remember what people say, not even know what they're doing actually in that moment, and just, you know, is it life really? That's what I'm asking you. If you're thinking that being not being present is not a problem. Actually, if you are present though, you're gonna listen to people more and remember what they actually fucking say. Be more cautious and more present as well about your actions so you actually know, remember, and you're actually aware of what you do. You just enjoy life more because you don't have your mind going everywhere, but you have it right here, right now. And basically, it's a better way to live because you're enjoying life in that moment specific, in the present in which you're living, right? Because sometimes it happens to me too, and we're not perfect, of course, because sometimes we wonder, okay, and it's completely fine. I mean, I'm gonna talk also about meditation in also next videos, but when you lose attention, right, that's normal thing. It's not that you gotta get upset about it, especially when you're trying to improve your presence, but you don't have to be upset again because that's completely normal. And the thing is, though, that you gotta do is notice that you lost presence and going back at it. Because sometimes it might happen to you that when you're speaking to a person, whether it's a friend or you went out with a girl, whatever, they're speaking and you notice after a couple of seconds that you didn't even get the words that they were saying. I mean, you were hearing them, but you weren't actually listening, right? Because hearing is like you get to know that someone is talking, but listening is actually getting the information and in some parts also remembering that information. And so you're there after a couple of seconds, they're like, oh shit, no, well, say that again because I lost that. Sometimes it can happen and it's completely fine. But the thing is that I don't want you to be some of some awkward motherfuckers that say that the being present is not that important or that you can being distracted all the time and everything because that's just an excuse, just a cope and just bullshit that you come up because you don't want to improve actually. So some ways that you can improve your presence was first meditation. I mean, that's the best thing, and because you're focused on that moment right now, and you're not when you got your mind wandering, you coming back. And also breathing is a very good thing. That is a sort of meditation, but it's shorter, I will say, and more consistent during the day. I will do another video part that will talk about that a bit more deeply. And another thing that maybe you don't really consider is reading. Reading actually, of course, you gotta read shit that is actually interesting for you because you're not gonna even start reading if you don't do that. But when you actually read something that is useful and interesting for you and it is entertaining, you're gonna be focused on that. You're gonna be present while you're reading and actually getting to understand what you're saying, what you're reading, and what you're learning in that moment, right? So there's are some ways, of course. Then I would say also getting into a flow state is the best thing to be present in because sometimes I think it might happen to you that when we were playing, I don't know, we were playing a sport or with some people, or we were doing whatever, and just didn't have thoughts at all. We just focused. Athletes, when they say they're in the zone, that's the state of complete presence. That's the flow state when you just focus on this particular thing in this moment right here. Yesterday, I played basketball with some friends, and when I play basketball, I'm always in a flow state because, well, first of all, I love basketball, but other than that, I'm just focused playing on that because I want to improve. Of course, I'm not playing pro or anything like that, but I just want to improve my skill. And so I'm there, I'm actually present, focusing on the game and trying to have fun, of course, because if I'm not having fun, it's not, there's no point in being there. But in that particular moment, I'm in a flow state because I am improving and learning new moves and in general improving. So you gotta be present in this particular moment. Of course, at the start, at the beginning, it was not like that. I mean, I had thoughts coming, going all the way. Well, also during games when I was playing for an actual team, I had thoughts during my playtime, and I played worse when I had thoughts. You just gotta be focused on that. You're gonna take some practice, of course, but it's just gonna take more. And the more you do that, the more you will be present. Mm, and later, gonna do the next weeks. Gonna do a video of which meditation, breathing, and flow state, and so that you can actually put in practically some things, right? Because here I just did a bit of an introduction, I would say, but then you gotta to really learn and practice actually what gets you more present and what will help you to enjoy your life even more, because I mean presence is just of that, enjoy your life, getting to be again present and not having your mind wandering around doing bullshit. All right. So yeah, I mean, just when you notice that your mind is fucking around and thinking about something else, say no, come back here. All right. Just say to your mind that you gotta be there. You don't have to be distracted this time, and you gotta be ready, and you gotta focus in that particular moment. So again, we'll see each other the next weeks. We're gonna talk more specifically about that one.